Hey guys, Stoney Keeley here for another edition of Yankee Candle Reviews on Sobros Network. It's March. We're flipping the calendar to the third month of the year. Who can believe it? The time is just flying by. It's already March. But it does mean that we're going to start shifting our focus to spring candles. Me personally, I like the floral smells. I like the earthy smells. We got a new one today. This is one that I had never heard of before, never smelled before, which I know you got a good gift giver on your hand when she can get something past me when it comes to Yankee Candle anyway. Sister-in-law got my wife and I Twilight Tunes. Ooh, the ring light is coming through. How can I shield it? Got to put that angle down, man. This ring light is get me. Looking at the artwork on the jar, knowing it's named Twilight Tunes, pretty nondescriptive, right? Kind of vague. I would not have known this was a spring candle, but apparently it is. So you know the rule by now. Let's pop that top and take us a sniff. There's something, right away you get the beautiful floral fragrance. That's what was so confusing to me. I didn't know what season this was supposed to be. Y'all know how my brain works with the seasons and shit. I'm a fucking lunatic, I know. But without the clear labeling, you know, I'm looking at it like, what is this supposed to be? And I smell it, and it's like, this kind of smells like a spring fragrance. And then you look it up, and sure enough. For me, I'm getting strong floral fragrances, like some of their, it's like there's a little bit of hydrangea in there. Hydrangea, whatever it's called. But there's like a sweet aftertone to it that almost smells like candy. But don't take my word for it. Get a sniff yourself. Now, if you didn't notice, this thing is double wicked up, got them double dangle downs going for it. And it is like, I don't remember what the difference is. I could have looked this up. I could have done some research, but that's not the kind of journalist I am, folks. It's the different kind of wax in this one. I feel like these burn quicker, but I don't think there's necessarily a difference in the strength. I think the strength more depends on the fragrance itself. I hope I'm not out of line in saying that. I've only burned a few of these in the house. I can tell you that the fresh tapped maple or whatever it was they released a couple of falls ago, lit it down in the kitchen, smelled the whole house. Doing Winter Night Stars, not so much. It kind of had a nice hang in the air in the living room, but it wasn't overbearing. So I think that's more about the fragrance than it is the style of wax. This is also one of those candles that you got the lid that you can take off and flip and use as a decorative stand, I guess. I don't know. I just take the lid off and chuck it somewhere until I'm time to put it out. Well, you know what time it is on Yankee Candle Reviews. Let's see what the Yankee Candle machine has to say about Twilight Tunes. The sounds of live music drift across the festival at twilight, bringing scents of cardamom, aquamarine, and woody notes. Okay, so I think the cardamom is that sweetness, that candy. The finish over the aquamarine, the woody notes. This is good spring fragrance. Like, on the Yankee machine, this thing only has 2 reviews, and they're both 1 star, but they're complaining about this not having a scent. So this could be like the COVID thing where people were complaining about Yankee candles not being able to smell them, and really they just had COVID. Look, I think it is the cardamom that really sets this apart from other spring fragrances. I think you have that woody vibe. Like, this does kind of, I get the vision for it, right? Music festival out at the amphitheater in the woods with the fresh wind blowing through the trees and across the meadow. If they really wanted to capture the essence of a music festival in a candle, though, there would at least be some sort of scent of marijuana in this candle, and there's not. There's no weed in Twilight Tunes. And everybody that's been, shout out to Starwood Amphitheater for the Nashville geriatric millennials who grew up going out there in the 90s and 2000s. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. All in all, it's a pretty steady, pretty solid, reliable spring fragrance. I look forward to burning this one this month. Will it stand the test of time among the grand pantheon of Yankee Candle spring fragrances? We shall see.